What is up, YouTube? Jake Parker here, and welcome to a video on how to complete the Riven's Wishes 4 quest that just released this week in Destiny 2's Season of the Wish. If you like this video and look forward to more Destiny and gaming content, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications to know when my next video will be live. To start, make your way over to good old Mommy Marisa, where you'll be able to pick up this week's Riven's Wishes 4 quest, which tasks you with completing a Tier 3 blind well in the Dreaming City, as well as defeat a specified number of combatants while the blind well is active. Now, in order to begin and complete the blind well activity, you will need to have what is called a Charge of Light, a consumable item that comes in 3 tiers and is placed in the center of the blind well room. You have one of two options here. You can either load into the blind well activity, well, blind, so to speak, and hope that somebody's already completing a Tier 3 blind well in progress, or you can head over to Petrovenge, who sells the 3 different charges of light for a small price of glimmer. She also has what is called an unstable charge of light, which is also deposited at the end of a Tier 3 blind well run in order to bring out the Tier 3's second wave of final bosses. You will need a few of these as well if you do intend on extending the activity in order to obtain more enemy kills. Please, and I cannot stress this enough, please do not spend a million years trying to find charges of light in chests around the Dreaming City. Just go buy one or a few from Petrovenge alongside the unstable charges, please, I am begging you. Now, completing the first task of this week's quest is quite obvious. Simply complete a blind well activity at the Tier 3 difficulty, whether it's only finishing the first wave of bosses or also depositing an unstable charge. Now, the next portion of the quest requires defeating combatants while the blind well activity is active, which realistically will require you to complete anywhere between 4 to 6 blind well runs on average. Some of you, it could be even higher. But if you're looking to maximize your percentage for each run, I highly recommend the following 3 quick tips. First, remain in the Tier 3 blind well as much as you can. The enemy density is actually slightly higher than the other 2 difficulties, which will provide you with more enemies to defeat and further increase your percentages. Second, make sure you have unstable charges of light available in order to extend the Tier 3 blind well. The second wave of final bosses also brings with it an entire new set of enemies that you can focus on eliminating to provide even further progress. And lastly, for tip number 3, use high timer AoE attacks for each class type, such as the Hunter Rolling Maelstrom, Warlock Threadlings, and Titan Sunspots, so that way you can rotate around the blind well comfortably while knowing enemies are still being eliminated as you go. If you do this correctly, you'll be able to finish in roughly 4 to 6 runs, where you can then return to Mommy Marisa and reap the rewards of a completed Riven's Wishes 4 quest. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please look forward to more Destiny and gaming content by liking, commenting, and subscribing, and turning on notifications to know when my next video will be live. Thank you for being the reason that I get to do what I do, and until the next video, Guardians, game on.